It's finally happened, and it's happened only because it had to. The Olympics are off until who knows when. Most likely a year or so if things ever return to normal. Only who even knows what that new normal might be. The IOC, the last holdout for international sport, the last holdout in the world, were doing a fine impression of the dithering, doddering bunch of incompetents they continually appear to be. But even their desperate attempts at playing the human ostrich ran out of oxygen, and thank God common sense has finally prevailed. When the AFL, then the A-League, then the NRL all fell like dominoes on Monday, it was surely just a matter of time. Surely. Not so fast. Despite Canada and Australia declaring they wouldn't participate at Tokyo, despite suffocating global restrictions on travel and interpersonal contact, despite the fact that none of the actual participants, not administrators we must note here, but the actual athletes themselves, were able to continue any kind of regular or meaningful A-League type training, the IOC, as late as yesterday, were maintaining their everything's still on, business as usual stance. The decision to sack or fire or exterminate the fat cat, fish head careers of all these bludgers must come sooner rather than later. Honestly, here's your chance, Olympic movement. Rid thyself of these morons and do it simply because it needs to be done. The IOC, alongside FIFA, have long been known as the royalty of world sports administration. The moment you confirm your comfy position on that gravy train, the privilege starts pouring like rain. 7-star hotels, whatever they are, first-class airfares, not a single expense in the world. I've even watched up close and personal, this is true, as motorway lanes are closed in rush hour Greek traffic just so their personal stretch limos have unfettered access between wherever it was they deemed to drive. It's actually nauseating to watch, and for way too long not nearly enough people in position to out this excess have been prepared to speak. Why not? Well, mostly I suspect because the moment you do, then you also lose any future claim to becoming part of it yourself. And humans, yes us, we're a selfish species all right, and it's never better demonstrated than watching these grubs go at it. When you're treated like royalty, you live like royalty, you behave like royalty, is it any wonder then that while the whole sporting world did fret, they were doing an administrative equivalent of Marie Antoinette? Reading their press release just 48 hours ago where they declared 4 weeks of exec com talks promising detailed discussions on the world health situation while still maintaining cancellation is not on the agenda had to be the final straw. It's all about the athletes, they said. Well, that'd be a first then, wouldn't it? When was the last time this law unto themselves, ego-rampant organisation and its over-commercialised money-grubbing event ever been about anything but largesse and corporate wealth plundering? Faster, higher, stronger might still be the official Olympic motto, but long is the time since when it used to mean athletic achievement and not naked greed and personal gain. Anyway, it's something all those involved need to seriously consider from now till the next Games does eventually kick off. How about using this enforced absence to seriously restructure everything to do with this flawed and failing governing body? Because in the meantime, what else can anyone do? Except wait and isolate.